while the other children were building snowmen and having snowball fights. This boy alone was using cardboard to build a house nearby. Even when it collapsed countless times, he never cried or complained, because he knew he did not have parents like the other children to comfort him. He simply brushed off his little hands and continued rebuilding in silence. That cardboard house was his only home, but after finishing it this time, he felt that something was missing. Looking at the backs of the other children, he thought of his mother and father. So he gathered his strength once more and worked in the freezing cold for 3 more hours. At last, he built 2 tall snowmen in the snow. Now, he had a father and mother too. Before he could rest, his stomach began to growl. He forced himself to walk toward the town. For a lonely child like him, even a hot bowl of noodles was only a dream. Imagining the taste, he quietly picked up a soda can at his feet. He traded the scraps in his backpack for 2 coins and used them to buy 3 warm steamed buns. He happily ran home, only to find that his snow parents had been destroyed. He did not complain. He only rubbed his frozen hands together and rebuilt them once again. He placed the 2 bigger buns before his snow parents, then kept the smallest one for himself. That winter was especially cruel. He slipped into a kindergarten classroom and listened as the teacher told the story of the little match girl. He was completely fascinated. For the first time, he learned that matches could make wishes come true. But halfway through the story, a cold breeze made him sneeze. The teacher noticed him, and he hurriedly hid in the bushes and ran away. Perhaps heaven took pity on him and did not let him hear the story's tragic ending. He began searching everywhere for matches. At last he found one, but it had already been burned. To find a whole match, he waited beside a cigarette vendor all night long. In the end, he got nothing. He curled up, shivering in the cold. In his daze, he thought he saw the little match girl. He ran toward her and traded his scarf for a whole box of matches. When he lit one, he saw every dream he had ever wished for. But when the flame went out, he still could not see his mother's face. No one knew how much time passed before an old scrap collector woke him. He had nearly frozen to death in his sleep. He no longer remembered the visions, but he kept the matchbox as a tiny treasure of hope. And somehow, that hope seemed to bring a little change. One rainy day, on his way home, he saw a stray dog trembling in the rain. He stepped forward and shielded it with his body. A passerby was touched and tossed them a coin. His eyes lit up, but the coin rolled into a storm drain. The little dog quickly blocked the drain with its body, as if waiting for more kindness to come. Soon, a group of girls noticed them. Worried that the dog would get sick, they decided to take it home. The word home brought tears to the boy's eyes. How deeply he longed for a home. But the girls' attention was only on the dog. They picked it up and walked away. A sharp loneliness pierced his heart, yet he was happy for the dog. At least it would not be homeless like him. Perhaps only those who have truly known loneliness can understand loneliness. As the dog looked at the boy walking away, it remembered its own life as a stray. It broke free from their arms and ran back to the boy's side. From that moment on, they decided to stay with each other forever and become one another's family.